2015 A levels question number 42. The major determinants of comparative advantage among countries includes all of the following except. That means 4 of these are reasons why a country can have a comparative advantage. Which of this is not a reason, Lamai? What do you all think? Per capita income, climate, labor force skills, capital per worker, that's like your technology and all, geographical location. Which of this is not a determinant for comparative advantage? So 4 of these are reasons why a country can get a comparative advantage. Which one of this is not a reason why a country gets a comparative advantage? You can get a comparative advantage, Lamai, based on your geographical location. Now, for example, think Maldives. They might have the comparative advantage for something like tourism, no? Because why? They are situated like in an island. They have small islands. They can have hotels in those islands. So they have that. Based on your geographical location, you can have comparative advantage. Based on the capital per worker. What is capital per worker? That is the amount of machines the country has, right? So if the capital per worker is high, that means the country has a lot of capital. So capital worker says how developed your technology, how developed your, capital intensive production is, can be a reason. Labor force skills. Now, for example, Lamai, why do you think India is good at, let's say, these IT stuff now? How come India became the IT hub in the world? Because of why? Because of they have started all these IT based universities and all of it, right? Especially if you take areas like Bangalore in India, they are like IT hubs. Almost every fellow is IT sector worker. So that because why? Because they are labor force skills. So they might have the comparative advantage when supplying IT related services. And then also, Lamai, the climate. Now, for example, why does Sri Lanka have a comparative advantage, let's say in tourism? Maybe it's our climate, Lamai. During winter seasons, we don't have winter. No? People come to our country. That's why during December and all, our tourism is high. Tourism is high because in the European countries and all of them, when they have winter, they don't want to stay in that cold. So they plan their vacations and come to Sri Lanka, come to Maldives, countries like that. And in Sri Lanka, within a small range, you can experience all the climates. You can come to Colombo, Galle, and all experience the hot climate. If you want, within a 5-6 hour journey, you can go to like a Nuvarelia place where you get the cold climate. So you can all of that. So climate also can be a reason why you can have comparative advantage. I'm just taking tourism, but it can help with agriculture. It can help with a lot of other stuff as well. Then your per capita income, that's your per capita GDP, Lamai. That is not really a reason why you have a comparative advantage. That doesn't really affect your uh, uh, comparative advantage when it comes to international trade. That is a good measure for whether a country is doing good or doing bad, but that is not really a reason for comparative advantage. Is that okay? 42, number 1. Yep. Okay. Then going into question 43. I think 40, okay, 43. See, Lamai. Same thing, no? Hamadamahan. Table below shows the number of bicycles and tractors which can be produced with a composite resource unit in country A and B. What is this? Input the output, the number of bicycles that can be produced with a composite resource unit. This is output information. Okay. Then assume each country specializes in the production in which it has a comparative advantage. For mutually beneficial exchange rate, the rate of exchange rate between tractors and bicycles. So see, Lamai, all of this is asking for bicycles, less than 3 bicycles per tractor. Sorry, for a tractor. Between 3 and 5 bicycles per tractor. So if you only find for tractor, it is enough. Like in our previous paper, we only found for good X. And Evage, see, just read the answer. You can save time there. Everything is asking per tractor how many bicycles. So then in country A, right, in country A, for 20 tractors, they can produce 60 bicycles. That is their rate. So then Lamai, tell me for one tractor, how much is the exchange rate? For 20 tractors, if it is 60 bicycles in country A, for one tractor, it's how much? For one tractor, it will be 3 bicycles. Okay. Then tell me country B. If you take country B, for them, for 2 tractors, they can produce 10 bicycles. Then for 1 tractor, they can produce 5 bicycles. No, 2 for 10 now, 1 for 5. So who has the comparative advantage, lower opportunity cost? Who can produce 1 tractor at a lower cost? Country A, right? So country A will be the ones specializing in tractors. So then tell me, Lamai, if country A wants to send tractors to country B, for 1 tractor, they will expect what? In their country itself, 1 tractor is equal to 3 bicycles. So if they want to export it to country B, they will expect more than 3, no? They will expect more than 3 bicycles per tractor. Then country B, in their country, 1 tractor is equal to 5 bicycles. So price is that. So if they are to import from country A, they will expect to pay less than 5 bicycles per tractor. So the mutually beneficial exchange rate per tractor will be between 3 and 5, right? More than 3, less than 5. See, I didn't even go and find it for bicycles, not needed, because all my answers are saying per tractor, per tractor, per tractor, per tractor. So which one is my answer then? Per tractor, what should be the mutually beneficial exchange rate? It has to be less than 3 in a way, wrong. Between 3 and 5, yes, can be your answer. Between 2 and 6, no. Between 6 and 10, no. More than 10, no. That's the answer. See, same question they repeated, no. Earlier they gave X and Y, now they gave tractors and bicycles. Is that fine? 2015, question 40. Based on a table like this, Lamai, they can ask for absolute advantage, comparative advantage, mutually beneficial exchange rate. Okay. Then coming into question 44. Balan, which is the only combination of price change that must result in a deterioration in a country's terms of trade? Remember, terms of trade is monada, your export price index divided by, I'll use export, I'll say X, divided by your import price index into 100. We'll go each one of these and see, Lamai. They are asking, when will there be a deterioration? Average price for exports fall, average price for imports will rise. Will there be a deterioration of your terms of trade? Use your maths knowledge for that. Numerator is falling, denominator is rising. Will there be a deterioration of your terms of trade? Yes, no? Don't you think? When the numerator falls and the denominator goes up. This can be your answer then. Will there be deterioration? We'll look at the other one. Average price for exports fall, second one. Okay, export is falling. Import is also falling. Can there be a deterioration then? That will depend on the magnitude. If exports fall more, maybe, right? If both falls by the same amount, then TOT will be constant. Okay. So here, so they are saying that must result in a deterioration. That means definitely there has to be a deterioration. So can't be number 2. Number 3, they are saying export price index rises, import price index falls. What happens? Number 3, if your numerator increases and denominator falls, my TOT will go up neither. So can't be number 3 also. This is basic common sense. Number 4, export price rises, import prices also rise. Then what happens? If both increase by the same percentage, then TOT might be constant. If export rises more, then TOT can even increase. So therefore not this. Then export prices are unchanged, no change. Import prices fall. Numerator fall, denominator falls, TOT will come down. Again, no. So it has to be number 1. Is that fine, Lamai? Same. You have to just use your normal maths knowledge and see. Put to the equation. See when will this final answer fall. Then what happens? When the numerator increases and the denominator falls, that is, sorry, when it will fall, right? When the numerator falls and the denominator rises. Simple, right? These are normal ones. So fifth one also no, right? When the export prices are constant and if the import prices fall, oh, import prices fall, then what happens? Your TOT will go up, right? The denominator is falling. Okay. Right. So 44 is number 1. Right. That's it with 2015. How did you all do in those questions? There were 3. 3 out of 3? Check. No. Okay.